You guys want to make it happen, just stand up with me real quick. Just stand up with me, and I'm going to close this thing out. I want you guys to repeat this after me. Say, I can get better.
I can get better.
Come on, say, I can get better.
I can get better.
Say, I will get better.
I will get better.
Come on, say, I must get better.
I must get better.
Come on, say, I can get better.
I can get better.
Come on, say, I will get better.
I will get better.
And say, I must get better.
I must get better.
Well, my name is John Harrison. It's just a pleasure to be out here at St. Pete High with the St. Pete High football team, and brings back a lot of memories because 1954, 55, and 56, I was out here playing football too. Coach Fab has just done a marvelous job with these boys. On Thursday night before the game, we had the dinner. We just finished. We have a group called Devil's Dads that Coach Fab has got together, and these boys are wonderful to be with. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't have dads, and so we are privileged to be a mentor to these guys. And the protocol, we have and boy, do we have one tonight. Mike was just one of the greatest inspirational speakers that these guys have had. And boy, we got them chanting, I can, I will, and I must, get better. And with everything, not just football, but with their grades, their attitudes, so it's an inspirational 15 or 20 minutes before we have a meal. And then we work on their academics, their grade report every week, how they're doing. These guys got to bring their grades up, got to keep up so they can play. Then we work on goals, and their goals for life, and more than the goals, how they're going to achieve them. So we've got a really well-rounded program to prepare these guys to improve their character, improve their athletic ability, and be better men. And this guy, you want to pay attention to this man and what he says, and you young people particularly need good role models. And I can't think of a better role model than Mike was for these boys tonight.
Last one, you got to say this with me, guys. Say who's? In the room.
In the room.
And I bring this up, and as an example, I use this picture because me and my wife, she was pregnant with my daughter. She's 1 now, but she was pregnant last year, back in February before my daughter got here. And we were in the room. We're trying to figure out, what were we going to do with my daughter. We're trying to figure out, if she's going to push her out or if she's going to have to get a C-section. And unfortunately, she had to get another C-section. But we had to figure out, what were we going to do. She was trying to push her out by herself, but the doctor was saying she wasn't coming. She was saying there was something wrong, she's not pushing hard enough. Something is going on inside. We can't see it, and until we get her out, we won't know. So me and my wife, we pushed the doctors out the room. We pushed the parents out the room. We pushed our kids out of the room. It's just me and her in the room. And we're like, we got to figure this out. If we don't, do this right, we might lose our daughter. Not just lose our daughter, we might lose her. So I'm like, we got to make the right decision. We got to make sure that, if we make a decision, we're the only two in the room. Nobody else is going to make this decision for us. Nobody's going to tell us, hey, you should get a C-section, and then something happens to them, and then I'm looking at the doctor like he crazy. So I told me and my wife, it's just me and you. What do you want to do in this situation? And she told me, Mike, you make the decision. And I said, it's not my body, it's not my call. I told her, you make the decision. I said, whatever you make, I'm with you. So she makes a decision. She's like, okay, Mike, I'm going to get the C-section. I'm going to get the cesarean. I'm going to get the surgery. They're going to cut her stomach open. They're going to pull the baby out. Because she couldn't push out, and it took her about maybe 41 weeks and 3 days over. Normally the baby comes out in 39. So she's about 2 weeks over her due date. And we're trying to figure out, is the baby still breathing? Is she still kicking? What's going on? So we go into the surgery room, we get inside, they cut her open, and they pull the baby out, and unfortunately she had the rope tied around her neck, which is why she couldn't get out. And the rope wasn't tied around 1 time, it wasn't tied around twice, it wasn't tied around 3 times, not 4 times or even 5 times, 6 times, she had a rope around her neck. And if she tried to push it out, the baby would be dead right now. So when I say who's in the room, I'm telling you guys, nobody really knows your situation like you know it. And if you try to listen to other people and they tell you something that might be beneficial, not for you, but for them, they might kill your dream. They don't know what kind of ropes you got tied around you. Financially, you don't have it like you want it. Right now, you don't have, the father at home like you want it. You don't have mom at home like you want it. You don't have your grades like you want it. And then you listen to the wrong person, they'll kill your dream. You know, you have the wrong person in your ear, in your room, they'll kill your future. They'll kill your education. They'll kill your entire family. They'll separate you from your family by you listening to them. So you have to really think about who you're listening to, who's in the room. When you're listening to music, who's in the room? When you're watching TV, who's in the room? Who are you listening to? Are you getting better or are you getting worse by listening to somebody else?